Yeah. Morning. Yes, morning still. My name is Olusegun Daniels, the privileged director of Ecclesia Properties Limited. I'm here to admonish you again. But some people call you pastor. Nobody has ordained me. I'm just doing what I gotta do. What I'm doing is what every Christian on earth should be able to do. These signs shall follow them, not pastors. These signs shall follow them that believe. But when you start healing people, you pray to God, God answers, they just start calling you pastor. They just start calling you man of God. They just start calling you all manner of names, Papa. And that's why some people just hate me for no reason because they are calling me Papa. I didn't apply for it. I didn't tell anybody to call me Papa. If you ask me to write my name is Olusegun Daniels, I will write. Aha. If I want to feel myself, I put Commander Olusegun Daniels because I'm into paramilitary. So I don't know how I got here. Stop hating me for what people are calling me. When you give birth to a child, and they start growing up, it's not you that forced the child to call you daddy. They just pick it and call you daddy. You will not shut them out, shut them up and say you are not a daddy. Don't let stupid things be affecting you on social media. What is your problem with they are calling somebody Papa? You are going up and down. The way they call him Papa. Baby, shut up. I'm just jealous. Shut the hell up. I'm just jealous. Face your work. How God sent you is not how God sent me. Do your own, let me do my own. You didn't send me. I'm just doing what I gotta do. What I'm doing is what anybody should be able to do. These signs shall follow them that believe. In my name, they will cast out demons. They will lay hands on the sick and they will recover. That's exactly what I'm doing. I don't have to be anointed. I don't have to be a pastor to do all that. Same thing I'm doing, you can do. As my father has sent me, so send I you. It's not the oil they pour on you on the day they ordain you that makes things start working. No. That one is just a validation of an office upon you. It's not a proof that you can, it's not an endorsement for you. Just continue being you. Read the Bible. Anything you see there that is promised us, you can do it also. Start by trying, you'll fail, but continue it. I start my week with positive confessions. I don't just jump into a new week and assume, let's go and hustle. I don't hustle. I live intentionally. I live by the word. I try to expect good things because life brings to us what we persistently expect. God feeds every bird, but He doesn't put it in their own nest. He makes you play a role in having a good day, in having a good week, in having a good year. And it's my year of breakthrough is ending and nothing has happened. You go and meet your pastor with a gun. Your pastor can pronounce it upon you, but if you did nothing about it, you're going to see nothing. God said it, I believe it. That does not settle it. You have a role to play in your own life. Don't sue God. Don't sue men of God for what they have said. What role have you played? You can't repeat the same thing always and expect a different result. Whatever you see differently in a year is as a result of something you did differently. Hannah always went to Shiloh, but that particular Shiloh was different. I've read that place and I found out that Hannah is somebody who is temperamental. She's always jacking her husband. There are women like that. Give me chai. You small thing. They are very touchy in everything. And the way she even treats Penny herself, she's even making life even more difficult in that house. But that particular year, she humbled herself. And from what we know, from what we saw, that she's even a drunkard already again. To add, some people want to drink and forget their sorrow. That's who Hannah was. Hannah drinks a lot. And how do I know? When she was praying, even the prophet knew that this drunkard has come again. This drunkard has come because people are going to Shiloh to go and pray. Hannah goes to Shiloh to go and drink. That's how the prophet was able to know that this one, she's a cruise girl. She's not a serious person like that. So God is not a fool. Don't ask questions why God did what He did. There's something, when God withholds some things from you, there is something He wants to change in your life. That's why He's doing what He's doing to you. But that particular Shiloh, she humbled herself and was praying fervently and seriously. Until the man of God even tried to get her angry. She said, no, my Lord, I didn't drink this year. I didn't come to drink this year. I'm just pouring out my heart to God. And because she was not angry against the normal person she is, Anna will have fled off. She will have insulted the prophet, and there will be hula baloo in that place. But then she refused to behave that way. I'm trying to let you know that there is something she changed about her disposition, and things and her situation switched around also. And Bible tells me that, and Anna departed from Shiloh, and her countenance was no more sad. And Hannah departed from Shiloh, and her countenance was no more sad. And Hannah departed from Shiloh, and her countenance was no more sad. It means every year she went, she's always departing sorrowfully, touchy, aggressive, and name it. That's who she was, but she changed something that year, and that was the year her womb opened. You have to, the way you behave to life is how life behaves back to you. The way you behave to life is how life behave back to you. Don't be scared of anything. Some of you are already scared of not getting married. That is why this thing is not coming. You're already emphasizing the fear of singleness. You're already thinking about, hey, will I get married? All the pictures you are posting is with fear in mind that, hey, let somebody's son just see me now. Maybe you are surrounded with sisters that have not gotten married, with elder sisters and aunts that have not gotten married, or single moms, baby mamas that are just everywhere without husband. You're already thinking about that oh, my case is not going to be like this. Job said, everything I feared has come upon me. Excuse me. Everything I feared has come upon me. There are some things you fear. I wrote a book that time, Why Fear What You Fear. Whatever you are afraid of is the exact thing that is coming back to you. Go and watch it. Whatever you can see is what happens, either positive or negative. So you have to learn to see well. You have to learn to see well and speak well into your week. Don't start your week anyhow. We are not doing it as ritual. We are intentional about it. We've been doing it for years. And people that are joining us, they see that gradually, their lives are beginning to change. I've met people here who were jobless. They did things for me. I prayed for them. They got job 40,000. From 40,000, her salary, her tithe is 45,000 now. Meaning this girl earns up to 500,000. Tiny girl. She just got married and with just one son. Some of you know her. She came to see me in Lagos. These are stories of life that have changed. How many do I want to talk about? The proof that God is in a ministry is countless testimonies, that are just sprouting up spontaneously without control. If I sat down and I'm sharing all the testimonies of what God has done here, we are not going to live here, for hours. I'm just letting you know. I'm not the doer. I'm just like you. I'm just exactly like you. I've never been ordained by anyone. I'm just here. I've never been ordained by anyone. What I'm doing is what you can do. The best time of my life is this stage that I am, that there is nobody that can say I've ordained this guy and see things that are happening. I am enjoying this stage. Why? Because I'm trying to prove to you that a floor member can do things pastors do. You don't have to be ordained. Nobody has ordained me. Nobody ever put oil on my head except when I was in RCF for a position. And that was all. It's not until they pour oil on. It's not the title. It's not by title. It's not by mantle. It's not by collar. It's by calling. When God calls you, He has empowered you to make things. And God has called every one of us. Yeah, as my Father has sent me, so send I you. No name was put there. Anything you see in the Bible that no name was put there, put your name there. If you like it. If you don't like it, you can determine your own future by yourself. Just be available for God. There's nothing God cannot use. Availability is what He needs. Just be available. God can use the available. It doesn't have to be skillful. You don't have to be skillful. I found out that the skillful people are the proud ones. Because of what they know, they feel so important. That's why God will bypass them and go and anoint somebody at the backyard that is not even as spiritual as you are, but yet is using him to do great and mighty things and leaving you there in your pride, in your spiritual pride, thinking you are holier than everybody. You are behaving like you are more Christ-like than Christ, as if you are more Catholic than the Pope. God does not look at all those things. For all our righteousness are like filthy rags before God. You have to understand that God is a God of mercy, is a God of grace. He made us for his own pleasure. He can decide to do and undo. You can't boss God up that he must use you. You can't boss God, and you can't be angry with God. Why is he using one person and not you? You are already an antichrist for questioning why God is using somebody. You know, when God is using somebody, immediately what is crossing your mind is they are using juju. Why are you not thinking it's the power of God first? Why the first thing crossing your mind? Why is it not God? So your mind is not fixed. You truly deep down don't believe in this God. You are just being hypocritical about him. When God, we pray, we hold hands and pray for great and mighty things in church. But when God does it, the first thing that crosses your mind is, hey, baby, you went to do charm. Why are you thinking about charm? Why don't you think that is the prayer you prayed? You held hands in church together with that brother. Why don't you think it's the prayer you prayed that worked first? It's very easy to join hands and pray together. That's why I don't join people to pray anyhow. You can go to the mountain and go and pray with people now. When God answer me first before you become my enemy. You start hating me up and down. Start talking rubbish. Start talking rubbish about me. You know. Some people cannot stand God blessing somebody that's not them. The person just instantly become an enemy. You know, when God begins to lift you in life, guess what happened? The first thing you start losing is friends. People just give you gap for no reason. They just leave you, and you'll be wondering, what did I do? Did I hurt anybody for being lifted? I don't know. And sometimes we even try to ask, what happened? You've been fired. They don't just know. Your success just repel them. Because, and later they'll say you are proud. And it's not pride, because what we begin to talk about is now divergent. You meet some old friends, they'll just be cracking some jokes that are no more funny to you. You're here thinking of hundreds of millions. Somebody's reminding you when you went to play football in someone, and one ball enter one person's friends. And yes, we can flashback memories once in a while, but that's not what we should sit down and be discussing every day. You don't have new thing to say. You're not exposed. My level of IQ, my level of intelligence has moved. You are still where you are. How do you want us to relate well? Than hello, hi, how are you doing? How's family? But and we ask the same question every time is what pisses me off. Hello, how are you? How is the family? The answer is always fine. So why are we asking all the time? Why are we always asking all these questions? So basically, me, I just moved on. I just move on and leave whoever want to go. Some people come into your life for a season. Some come for a reason. You know, don't be perplexed that people left you. Leaving people is a constant thing in anywhere, in any society, in any organization, in any gathering. Longer gone are those days when my wife will sit me down and be asking, where is this person? This person used to be very fervent on your word before. I can't see. I said, madam, church is like barrack. Soldier come, soldier go, soldier come, soldier go. You know, people are not. You can't rely you can't rely on people like that. You have to know what you carry and always move on. You know, people will come and leave you. People that have ate under you. You spent your money for them, spent your grace on them, prayed for them. Immediately they move to another level like this, they just throw you away. Until the day they have another big problem, they will not say, hello, sir. They will not be challenging you. Like, sir, you forgot me. You forgot me. They are the one that left, huh? They'll be accusing you forgot me. Why? Because they want to tender one problem and want to make you feel guilty that you didn't ask of them. If you sit down here, looking for me to be asking after you every day. You don't know, I have up to 30,000 people watching me every time I post anything. Now I check my followers, it's almost 20,000. Friends alone is 5,000 plus. Not to talk of requests that have not even accepted, it's more than 5,000 again. You know, not to talk of our page and whatever have you. You see? So don't expect somebody will be, this is 21st century where we see ourselves every day. Don't expect until they check on you. Everybody is facing something. Everybody is facing something. We are encouraging you, does not mean we don't have our own. If I open my own for you like this, you will not believe this. That sir, and you are still online. What am I supposed to do? As you jump inside well and cover it. No, I won't kill myself now. That is how you know you are being called. Because you are being stabbed at the back, and yet you are removing thorns from people's back. You know, it's just like that. We are empowered to do it. So though you have to appreciate us. You don't look at us like you are jobless. My time is even reducing here drastically, and I'm feeling it even myself. That's why I put it upon myself to just come online and address us today. Try and be diligent in whatever you do. Don't be lazy. Let's not cover. Let's not use spirituality to cover up indolence. God is not a lazy God. If God works, it is ungodly not to work. If God works, it's ungodly not to work. Somebody is telling me, hey, but God has rested after 7 days now. On the 7th day, God rested. Did they tell you what happened on the 8th day? God continued his work on the 8th day, sir. How did I know? Jesus came and he said, my father walked hitherto and I walk. It means my father walks hitherto and he didn't say my father walked. My father walks hitherto and I walk also. So it means after the 8th day, God started the work back. If God didn't start to work, imagine you wake up, sun did not shine. Yes, I understand that it's a system he has put in place. It's not the one working it, but it is a spirit monitoring it and the supremacy of his lordship that is making those things to run, to be self-operating. You know, it's also a lot of work. You can't. It's MTN that made us to be able to call ourselves. You may be saying the director of MTN is not the one running up and down to make sure that my call connects to yours, but he put some people at MTN offices monitoring the mass and making sure the service is running smoothly. Yes, because we can dial any number does not mean MTN is not the one running up and down. It's an invisible system where it's being monitored. It's work people are doing. They are being paid for it. So for things to run smoothly, seasons to overlap, rain, all these things to happen concurrently, you know that God keeps working. God cannot be working and you're sleeping. God cannot be working and you're sleeping. God cannot be working and you're sleeping. Stop joining them to pray 20 hours prayer. It's stupidity. It's stupidity. It's foolishness. 15 hours prayer is stupidity. It's foolishness. You can't pray 15 hours. Your brain will lose oxygen. You will not be able to work the whole day. We are lazy people that hide under Christianity. We hide under religion and do indolent things. Later we accuse God. When you continue to do all those things, after you become an antichrist, let me tell you how. Because you will have done so much of those religious acts, and at the end of the day, you will not see no results. You will not see people that are doing less of what you are doing. They are moving forward. With time after time, the same devil will come and start blackmailing God to you. And after a season, even you adopt it and say, it's true, I prayed, I fasted. It's always funny to me. When people meet me, they'll say, sir, I prayed, I fasted, I've done everything. They will always mention this pray and fast, and they will not call it everything. It's very annoying. I prayed, I fasted, and nothing happened. Prayer and fasting, who told you that that's all there is to do? You just use all those things to cover up for some many more kingdom principles that can answer even without doing nothing. Stop playing religion. Go and work. Let us be diligent in our work. Go and find something doing. Spirit is not permitted to empower and bless anybody that is not working. I will be praying for financial breakthrough, and our students will be saying, amen, amen, amen. Lord, what do you want God to do? Financial breakthrough. What are you doing? You are doing nothing. That's foolishness. Which day are we going to think as Christians? You are not doing nothing. In which bank account should God send the money to? God should just send Angel Gabriel to go and corner 10 million from Zenny Bank and put it in your account. Right? That's what you call financial breakthrough. God is not a foolish person. The money you are thinking God should go and corner and bring to you, somebody worked and put it there. God is not a thief. He won't steal it and come and give it to you. Okay? You have to work your own work. I will bless the works of your hands. It was not specific. The works of your hand. Let it just be legit work. He's going to bless it. That's what God said. So you have to find a work. Stop looking for job. Stop looking for job. Get out there and go and get something doing. Stop looking. I hate a generation that is looking for work. If you look for work for 3 months, throw that certificate away and go and find something to do. Go and submit yourself under people. Go and learn a trade. There's a young lady here that is repairing electronics, that is repairing car radio in Ibadan. I'm always encouraged by her. Go and look for something to do. Don't sit down and be entitled well. Speaking in tongues at 11:30. Shut up, idiot. Go and look for work. Go and look for something to do. Later, you now test hey, sir, I have a rent issue. I have 80,000, and the rent is 80,000. I have 50,000. All I need to complete it is 30,000, so that you will not think they are lazy. It's a lie. They want to just go and chop life with that 30,000. They don't need nothing. You know, don't be used to begging people for money. Don't be used to it. Be ashamed. Let body they pinch you. If they answer and say no, they become your enemy. If they didn't answer at all, they still become your enemy. What do you want them to do? You just sit down and flip five pictures from people's profile and say, oh, this person must have money. You now go and cook stories. Now go and cook story on internet. Ah, sir, blah 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 blah. I never forget a young lady that sent me a message that, sir, my father is sick. We're in the hospital. We needed 120,000. We've seen 70,000. It remains those amount. Madam, calm down. What annoys me most about people begging for money are that they want it immediately. They want it urgently. You that did the work, did you earn the money urgently? You better stop wasting money in 2023. You have to stop wasting money. Let people go and work. One guy barged into me last week. Last week I was begging for money. I checked his head from head to toe. Every part is complete. You are sounding sane. Why are you not working? I challenge him. Hey, lazy man, why are you not working? If I didn't work and I was begging, where would I get to give you? Come on, get out of here. That's what I told him. He would say, oh, pastor, that's cruel. I don't teach indolence. Let us not hide under spirituality and be doing stupid things. Let us not behave like if you don't go to church, you can't be blessed. Jokes apart, there are people getting blessed without rituals. They don't even know this Jesus we are talking about. They don't even know anything about God and they are prospering. There are legit natural laws that can bless men on earth. Let me not deceive you. There are legit laws on how that can bless people. There are law of harvest. What you sow is what you reap. When you put in hard work, you reap hard work. You reap success. It's after time that things get better. If you persist on a thing, you keep hitting the same thing. After a while, door will open for you. Life is very simple. We make it look like it's difficult. Life is very simple. We make it look like it's difficult. We are not talking because God has answered our own prayer, and there is nobody that is totally comfortable. Dangote tonight is still looking for money to complete his refinery. He has started selling shares up and down. Imagine Dangote is still looking for more money. So nobody is comfortable. We are all pressing towards the mark of the high calling, pressing towards the mark of success. That place called success is an imaginary place. It's a mirage because nobody is ever there. Immediately you get there, you see that there is more. Immediately you get to where you call there, you will find out that there is more. You are chasing more. You are chasing more. You are chasing expansion and expansion until you die. That success, that word success is a deceit. There's nothing like success. You just keep chasing, you just keep pressing until the time God says, oh yeah, come and read. You hand over the baton to another person to continue from where you left. You see? Make sure you are diligent in what you do. I'm seeing somebody on this comment session now. Very pretty lady. Very shapy lady. I just messaged her. What do you do? I was shocked. Because these are people that have been on my wall almost 2 years. I've not accepted their friend request. Sometimes I just go to that friend request and be scanning and say, who should I accept to? Because everybody with their own bad intentions. And who should I accept to? And I spoke to this particular lady. What do you do? She says she drives boats. You drive boat? How? She told sir, that's what I do. I can drive very well. It's very, very interesting to find. When I see hard work, I'm intrigued. I'm truly perplexed. I'm truly, interested. Those are the kind of people who want to help. It's not. And when I scheduled an appointment to see her where she was repairing her car, and I went there and I saw the state of her car. The car needs total body haulage. The paint has faded, but she's still managing what she has. And I promised to help her do the body of the car. Maybe it's the painting. 60,000 can never kill me. I will help those striving to work, not just doing nothing and you want to beg. It's not going to work. I must see an effort that you are putting into your life that warrants us to help you, because we don't like to waste money also. I would say do good, especially to the household of faith, especially people that sit in the household of faith that are learning advancement principles. That is what you need to do. If you don't do that, there's no way you're going. Diligent pays. You have to understand that God is interested in hard work and wants us to work. One of the ways we can be good and rest in life is also to buy land. Please buy our land. I carry God beg you. I mean they pray for una. All I no carry money go another place. It's me praying for you people. When you want to buy land, when you want to invest now, no come see another person. Now I go fight, and the fight not go finish. If I catch you, go to buy land in another place. This is what I do. Paul is a preacher and is also a maker of tents. I make tents also in our own days. Patronize us. There's nothing wrong with somebody answering God's work and also doing business, because I don't want to put